What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay's Coins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. It's not financial advice, however. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not an indication nor suggestion to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency or stock talked about in this video or on this channel. Today, we're going to be doing another part of our Gainers of the Month series. This is going to be the Gainers of the Month for the month of March, and it's going to be looking at 1 billion or less cryptocurrencies for the market cap. We're going to separate it into two different ones. I'm going to keep that format going. 1 billion and less is going to be this video, and then any cryptocurrencies with a market cap of 1 billion or higher, you know, kind of separating not necessarily the microcaps from the macrocaps, but, you know, the smaller ones from the bigger dogs. Before we do, guys, I gotta do the YouTube stuff. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. It's a big goal, but it's my goal. And all I need from you guys to hit that goal is for you to like the video and subscribe. If you want to hit the bell notification so you never miss an update, that's absolutely awesome. If you want to comment down below and interact with some other people's comments, that helps out the channel so much. If you want to hit the join button and become a true supporter of Clay's Coins, that would mean more than you know. But all I need you to do is hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and I'll give you a moment to do so real quick. Dope. Thank you guys so much. So, first things first, little disclosure. This is for the entirety of the month of March. Obviously, this is April 1st at the time of this recording right now, and so you have a little bit of leeway, about 12 hours of some prices, some different influx. I made sure to record these as late as I could, as close to midnight as I could last night, and so that way I could really get the full month of March. So that's why the video didn't come out this morning, but I wanted to make sure to get that March 1st through 31st, that 30-day window right there. Wanted to get those numbers set in stone. So, the first one we're going to be looking at today is Celr Network, coming in at number 10 for our Gainers of the Month from Microcaps. The market cap is going to be 75 million to a billion. I raised it up a little bit there. I was going to do some 25 million and 50 million, but there were just so many absolute trash coins on there that, you know, anytime there's a meme coin that goes up 10,000%, it's going to take over this list, even though it's a flash in the pan and means nothing and no one knows about it. So we're, you know, 108,000 watch list, ranked number 143, to only have a market cap of 500 million. That's a pretty well-known microcap, if you want to call it that. But Celr Network, you can see the low for the month was around 3 cents, with the high for the month peaking out at a little over 8 cents. That's a huge swing on your money. As of me taking down this data, we were looking at $9.64 billion traded for Celr Network in the month of March, and an average of a 70% gain on the Celr Network price for the month of March. That's great. As you can see right now, the volume for the last 24 hours is not slowing down. In comparison for the month, you got 1.22 times the amount of market cap has been traded in volume in the last 24 hours, which is up 208%. So it looks like Celr Network is doing some serious running here. They're at 68% of their total supply, so definitely keep this one in mind, where, I mean, it's 10 billion and it's worth 7 cents. Jasmycoin's max supply is 5 times this amount, and it has been way higher than 7 cents. So not that, you know, Celr Network, not comparing it to Jasmy in any way, just comparing some numbers. Coming in next at number 9, one thing I'll point out that I noticed is there's a few different cryptocurrencies that launched or listed on different exchanges. Either Gemini, Kraken, Crypto.com, Binance US, or Coinbase are the exchanges I cover in my listing videos. If you haven't seen those, go check them out. But a few of the cryptocurrencies I've talked about in my listing videos for the month of March made it onto this list. And it's no surprise, really, when you take into consideration their listing on a major exchange. That's going to be a bunch of volume that is unprecedented in recent momentum. And then you're going to get, you know, a bunch of new investors and new people getting in and trading, buying, selling, holding, any amount of that, obviously, is going to affect the volume. So Highstreet, ticker symbol HIGH, with a low of $3.48 in the last 30 days and a high of $8.57, people made some serious money. And for the month of March, we brought in about $3.34 billion in trading volume which is insane when you look at an $86 million market cap to bring in 3.34 billion. You can see why it made it up here. And with an average of 70.82% for the month of March, Highstreet was an excellent gainer. This just in, coming in just in time, is just, I'm sorry, I had to. Just in time actually reminds me, my almost 7-year-old kid now, he's getting so old, but he used to watch a show called Just in Time, some cartoon, and he used to love it. It's a cute little show, but just the cryptocurrency is coming in at number 8. It is up on an average of 73.49% on the month of March, and brought in $57.26 billion. I will repeat that. Just with a market cap of 633 million, brought in $57.26 billion in trading volume in the month of March. That's why you saw a low of just about 4.5 cents, with a high of just about 11.5 cents, with an average of 73.49% gained. Just was a huge gainer. It's on the Tron ecosystem. I will say, I don't know too much about Tron. I'm not a huge fan of Tron. Without a question, I get more spam and scam emails and messages from Tron miners and Tron promoters than any other cryptocurrency in the world. It's not even close. I mean, like, probably a solid 60 to 70% of spammy or scammy emails I get are from people claiming to be from Tron. So I don't know what the correlation is there, but that's just, you know, it sucks that something like that has nothing to do with the company or the project can leave a bad taste in your mouth, even though it's just, you know, people with malicious intent taking advantage of a popular name. Tron was able to push all that aside with their, with their cryptocurrency Just, their DeFi platform there, and Just was a huge gainer for the month of March. Coming in at number 7 for our gainers of the month is moviebloc. Ticker symbol MBL. This is another listing one I talked about. I believe this is the Korean content creation platform. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100%. I'm like 95% without looking it up off the top of my head. I believe that's what this one is. And it's a really good project. Obviously, I'm over in America, so it's hard for me to see a lot of the content creation that goes on in the eastern side, but to looking at a low of a half a cent, upwards of a high of over 2.5 cents, there was some crazy money to be made on moviebloc. And in the month of March, it traded $1.77 billion in trading volume and was up 85.18% on the month. That's crazy. Coming in next at number 6, and this is going to be one of the ones that triggered my disclosure there at the beginning, because as you'll see, we've had some big price movement in the last 24 hours, and specifically the last 12 hours, because Scale has just tipped the scale over the $1 billion market cap at the time of me putting this research together, and for the month of March specifically, it was not at $1 billion market cap, or it would have been included in the next video, which will be $1 billion or more. This was less than $1 billion, so this just hit this morning, and so you don't really have to worry about this. For the month of March, it was always under $1 billion, and it actually gained on average 92.96% for the month of March. That's incredible. With $13.04 billion in trading volume, which would be 13 times the market cap for the total of March as of right now, you can see why it's making a push up and trying to overshadow its microcap peers and join the bigger dogs. And now getting into our top 5. Starting off with Origin Protocol, ticker symbol OGN. Looking at a low of just about 25.5 cents and a high of just over 83 cents, almost 83.5 cents, is Origin Protocol. On average, this gained over the past 30 days 96.25%, with a trading volume of $6.7 billion over the month of March. Billion with a B, with only a $237 million market cap, only a 1 billion coins in their total supply. This is, I mean, the movement, it seems extravagant, and then when you look at the numbers like that, it starts to make sense. When you have that much volume and an average increase of that much, they start to tie together when you don't have an incredibly, you have a rather scarce max supply in terms of other microcaps and cryptocurrencies of $1 or less, and we could definitely see Origin. If it keeps pushing like this, we could see it run into the top 150 over the next month or so and see it come up again in the April list. And now our number 4 gainer of the month of March is biswap, ticker symbol BSW. I would be lying to you if I told you I was familiar with this cryptocurrency prior to researching this, but holy, I guess a bunch of people are, because it's on almost 4 million watch lists, and I'm going to be completely honest, I had never done any research on this cryptocurrency. I've never heard anyone talk about it. I personally have never watched any YouTuber talk about it, so I don't know how it came out of the woodwork on 4 million watch lists. Pretty sure that's more than friggin' Sandbox, which is like one of the most talked about hype pop culture cryptocurrencies in the world, and it's just crazy. In my opinion, to see a cryptocurrency that's not even in the top 250 be on 4 million watch lists, that's wild. But I mean, you could have gotten it at a low of 28 cents, and it currently sits at $1.08 with a high of $1.17. I can see why when you start to talk about those numbers right here. I mean, you're sitting at a 700 million max supply with 257 million for a total supply, so I'm assuming they have quite a bit of that allocated for certain electives, certain funds, certain roadmap goals they have in mind, different things they're marketing, whatever it may be. I'm assuming they have a tremendous amount of that allocated out. But looking at 220 million for the circulating supply with only 238 million as the market cap, obviously, because it sits at $1.08. Guys, this looks like a banger. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this. I don't know if you've checked it out. I'm going to do more research on it, and you'll probably see a video here pretty soon. But this looks like it could be an absolute rocket. And at number 4 on the gainers for March, gaining $1.62 billion in the month of March and over 102.48%. Biswap is looking to be next up. Alright, before we get into the top 3, I have 2 honorable mentions. ichi, itchy. I don't know if it's itchy, maybe scratchy. Either way, this one was up 270.8%, but the volume was 55 million. With a market cap of 323 million, and one trend you'll notice throughout the listing video thus far, every single cryptocurrency we've talked about has gained in the billions, and it's been many multiples of their market cap. This cryptocurrency only gained a fraction of its market cap and volume, but was still up almost 300%, so it kind of DQ'd it out of the rankings. I just believe with the amount of money that was poured into some of those other cryptocurrencies, they kind of deserved it more. I'm not sure how exactly you have something where you only have 55 million when your market cap is 323 million, but it sends you up 300%. I'm not, I don't work for them. I don't know how they're managing that. It's kind of like jasmycoin having tens of billions of dollars in trading volume and then falling 5%. It makes no sense, but it's so frustrating. And our other honorable mention, Nestree. So, this one only gained 140 million, that's not $140 million in trading volume. That was how much was traded in the month of March, which was greater than the market cap, and it gained 422.34%. This was one I debated on putting on here, but with the trading volume, I mean, even at 140 million, which is almost 3 times our last honorable mention, and gaining 422%, you have to realize that that's still only a trading volume a tenth of the lowest other cryptocurrencies trading volume on our list. Some of these cryptocurrencies have 100 times that trading volume. So once the volume pumps up a little bit more, I'm sure you'll see Nestree on here next month. It came in at a low of less than a penny and finished off at a high of almost 5 cents. Yeah, there was some real money made there. But we'll move into our actual top 3 now. Coming in at number 3, and I'm sure a lot of you guys were waiting on this one, jasmycoin, ticker symbol Jasmy. You guys know it, you guys love it. Coming at a low of the lowest I have seen it in so long, at almost exactly a penny. with a high of almost 5 cents. Jasmycoin made a lot of people a lot of money. Over the month of March, it traded $16.8 billion in trading volume. $16.8 billion, which is almost exactly 10 times the fully diluted market cap was traded in the month of March. Bought or sold, that's how much went through. Sitting on, I'm going to tell you guys something right off. I've been following Jasmy pretty heavily over the past couple weeks. Almost every single day I check on this cryptocurrency, it has a volume 2 or 3 times greater than its market cap, and it don't move. I don't know. If you say anything about Jasmy to Jasmy lovers, they will punch your throat with the fact that it is going to $5 tomorrow. It's not even a question. So I don't know how you can have the amount of volume that you've had and not gain so much more. I don't understand how Jasmy can still decrease with the amount that it has been traded. But over the entire month, on a macro level, zooming out, Jasmy is our number 3 gainer for the month of March. So they're definitely doing something right, and I believe it has something to do with some regulations over in Japan being put through, allowing Jasmy to maximize on its potential over there and not have to jump through a lot of legal hoops. The runner-up for our gainer of the month of March is bakerytoken, ticker symbol BAKE. With a low of just about 50 cents, 49.5, and a high of $1.65. Over $8.35 billion of bakerytoken was traded in the last month. In the last 24 hours, 1.1 billion has been traded. This is on a rocket volume-wise and price-wise, gaining people an average of 144.12% throughout the month of March. That is extraordinary, especially in the geopolitical sphere we are in currently, to have bakerytoken doing numbers like this. And it's not like bakerytoken's a new dog. It's been around for a little bit, and it's not an up-and-comer. It's here to stay, and it's showing that. We'll see if we can get some bigger gains here out of the month of March, because with the circulating supply being as low as it is, the total supply being as, you're looking at a fully diluted of 405 million. If you don't think that can 10x, you haven't been paying attention to the growth of some of these cryptocurrencies lately. And here you have it. Coming in with a pretty badass silhouette of like a rhino, it looks like. I really hope I didn't get that horribly wrong. I'm pretty sure that's a rhino. Binaryx, ticker symbol BNX. Coming in, another cryptocurrency that's on a bunch of friggin' watch lists that I don't really know that much about. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's not available in my area, but I know it must have been available in a lot of areas, because $1.21 billion was traded in the month of March, which is 10 times the market cap. And it gained people 153% throughout the month of March, with a low of $28, hitting a high of $92.07. Binaryx was your number 1 gainer for the month of March for any and all cryptocurrencies under $1 billion market cap. Alright guys, that's going to be it for the video today. I wanted to bring you guys the gainers of the month for 75 million to $1 billion for the market cap. Some not necessarily microcoins, but a lot of smaller cryptocurrencies. I want to separate them. It's not really fair to compare. And you'll notice a huge difference in the percentile gains between these smaller cryptocurrencies and the bigger ones. If you're expecting to see things like 100+% for the bigger cryptocurrencies, you're going to be very bored. But if you're expecting to see, 1.2 billion for the trading volume for the bigger cryptocurrencies, it's going to blow you out of the water, because they put out some crazy numbers for the trading volume, but they have a much higher market cap, so it's harder for them to net the percentile gains, but it's a healthier indication of the long-term greatness of those big dogs. So we'll look at that next. Keep an eye out for that video. Hit the bell notification next to the subscription button after you hit that, so that way you never miss an update. And I'm actually pretty surprised that we're already doing a gainers of the month. I know it's a weird thing to be surprised about because I knew it was going to happen, but it does not seem like that long ago I just put out the February gainers of the month video. If you haven't checked that out, go check those 2 videos out too, and you can prepare yourself. Go ahead and see if you saw any in last month's gainers of the month that ended up making it in this one. And I'm already excited for like in a year or so to do the gainers of the year, and then maybe rank the gainers of the month for each month and see how they did and who had the best run. I have a lot of ideas all the time for stuff on this channel, but all I really need to do to start putting these ideas forth is to get the bigger audience. And all I need to get a bigger audience is for you guys to like, subscribe, comment down below, share. If you guys notice any Telegram communities, any Twitter spaces, Discord servers, anything like that, I give you guys full permission to share my videos with anyone and everyone you think will enjoy it. It will help me out so much, and more importantly, it will help everyone learn about these cryptocurrencies and get the information, education, and better understanding that we're not often given by legacy investors and, different. Generally, when people have a way to make money, they don't want to share it because they don't want to share some of the money they're making. They want to keep it to themselves. And that's kind of the issue we face with a little bit of wall. But we're all new in crypto. We can all help each other learn, and we can all help get this information out there. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay hydrated. You know the drill by now. If you made it to the end of this video, put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below. And make sure if you see anyone else with a flexing emoji down in the comment section, heart their comment. Show them some love, because that means they're watching all the way through. And hey, there's nothing better than that, guys. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. Thank you.